Hello there everyone, it's me, the J-Man Turtle Man, coming at you to talk about some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Hey man, it's the J-Man, and thank you for tuning in to watch this episode review of Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. New show, new year, new Nickelodeon, new Turtles, what's it all about? Here's my episode review of Mystic Mayhem. Right away, watching this episode, I realized I'm going to have to restructure my episode reviews because this new show is different. It's different, it's wacky, it's zany, it's manic, it's crazy, it's hilarious, and I love it. The Turtles and April encounter this dog creature thing that's being hunted by these dudes wearing tracksuits who mutate into these things with mutant dogs, and the Turtles encounter, and they just destroy their classic weapons. They have their classic weapons in the beginning of this episode. Raph's sais, Leo's swords, Mikey's chucks. Donnie still has kind of a tech, super advanced tech bow thing, which, alright, whatever. Anyway, they chase the dog thing to this mystical underground world where they encounter Baron Draxum, who has these ooze-skeetos, mosquitoes that carry ooze. I guess we assume it's ooze. They never really say it's the mutagen, but we see it mutate a poor delivery guy into a fish. And so they defeat Baron Draxum. They get their mystical weapons, and they defeat him. But all these ooze-skeetos are released into New York City. Basic kind of plot premise. We're just thrown into this world, which I love that. I love it when we just are just immersed in the universe and not have to deal with a boring origin story over and over again. The word that kept coming to my head the whole time is different. Different. So different. I mean, it's unlike any turtle show we've seen. In fact, it reminds me more of like classic Nicktoons. Definitely Ren and Stimpy, Invader Zim, a little bit of Rocko's Modern Life, maybe even SpongeBob even. There's quick scenes and close-ups of their faces where they have just I don't know how to describe it, just their faces just kind of twist and form into different expressions, and it's really funny. Animation is absolutely the best part of this new show. It's so visually stimulating. They're zooming in on a zip line, and the colors and the explosions and their action, and they're hilarious too. The turtles themselves mixed with the animation with their different personalities. They're the same personalities except with a little twist on it. They kind of plugged that Raphael is the leader, but he's leader in name only. He leads them into the things, whereas more like Leonardo is the one that's kind of leading them out of the danger. He's more the one with the plan and thinking ahead, and Leonardo's hilarious. He's sarcastic, he's witty, he's makes a lot of groaners, but he's really funny. Raphael is really funny. He's kind of the dumb one. I hope he kind of smartens up. Mikey though, Mikey is very different than past Mikeys, especially 2012 Greg Sipes Mikey, which was adorable, don't get me wrong, but this new Mikey is not as stupid. He's more just lovable, and he has a brain on his shoulders, which I really appreciate. And speaking of brains, Donnie is funny. I'll wait to see hold judgment on Donnie. He's never been my favorite turtle, but this one, I kind of have a hope that he's going to be kind of grow on me. And apparently he thinks he's the funniest one. That's yet to be proven. We are introduced to new Splinter and new April, who are very different from what we're used to. The Turtles are different, but they still retain their classic personalities enough. Splinter and April are very different. You know, Splinter's just, he's barely in the episode. He's just sitting there on his couch, eating cake and milk, and doesn't really do much. April is in the action, in there with the Turtles. She's more like a turtle than she has been in the previous incarnations. You know, they always say she's kind of the fifth turtle. Definitely more so in this new series, it seems like. I don't know. we'll see where it goes, we'll see how it develops, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to come up with that. So, Mystic Mayhem, the premiere episode of Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on Nickelodeon. Mayhem, by the way, is what they end up calling the dog thing they rescue. Mayhem. So I guess that's why this episode is called Mystic Mayhem. The dog thing has like powers that can teleport from place to place. We don't really know what it is. Hopefully it'll come back. But anyway. Let's wrap all of this up together with a segment I'm calling the J-Man's Top 3 Turtly Tubular Takeaways. Number 1, with only the Turtles, April and Splinter returning, and the fact that April and Splinter are so different than what we're used to, this new show didn't feel like Ninja Turtles to me. It didn't have that same turtliness, I don't know what else to call it, that I get from watching Fred Wolf or 2012 or 2003. It didn't really have that. And I hope that they bring in more classic characters. I think that might be a contributing factor to that. You know, there's no Shredder yet, no Foot yet that we know of, at least in this episode yet. But I think the introduction to some more classic characters might bring it back to give it that turtle feel. You know, they even lose their classic weapons. And it's so different. I hope it's not going to become too different, and I hope eventually it'll just even out. Number 2, the animation mixed with the humor are what makes this show terrific. I think that is what's going to make the show succeed. As of making this video, it's already been picked up for season 2. Super cool. Congratulations to everyone working on the show. And it's just a great callback to some classic Nicktoons, Ren and Stimpy, Invader Zim, and it's weird, wacky, hilarious. I love it. Number 3. This show is absolutely made for a younger audience. So I can appreciate when hardcore Turtle fans, long-time Turtle fans, don't find it that enjoyable. I appreciate that. But I hope you do give it a chance. I hope the show maybe progresses beyond the little kid level. Maybe add a little bit more irreverence, like Ren, Stimpy, or Rocko's Modern Life used to do. The humor would make it perfect with that. And so I just hope that the show grows a little bit more, expanding to all audiences. Mystic Mayhem, the premiere episode of Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I loved it. I thought it was a great introduction to this new series. So I'm going to give it 7 out of 10 pizzas. It's my new scoring way. How I'm going to score these episodes. Pizzas. Thank you everyone for watching this episode review. Please remember to like this video, comment below what you thought of Mystic Mayhem, and hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram at the J-Man Turtleman. So, till next time, I am the J-Man Turtleman saying, Cowabunga!